Welcome to another edition of the Mark Ballard Show. We have humble providers, Eric Jones and Keisha Williams. Say hello, world.
How you doing?
This is also the return visit. This is his assistant.
Could you tell him who you are?
I am the director of the navigation department for Humble Providers Care. I also do the behind the scenes type stuff, the administration and things of that nature to help the company keep flowing.
Okay, that's dope. And Mr. Eric?
Yes, I'm the founder of Humble Providers Care, CEO. There has been a difference from the last time we've been here. When we came the first time, we was just Humble Providers. We have changed from sole propriety to a non-profit, and the name changed to Humble Providers Care. Now it's a non-profit, which is a 501c3.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's heavy, bro. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
So what do you do now? What do you do at Humble Providers?
So at Humble Providers, we have a series of programs that we are actually getting going and off the ground. One of them is the navigation program, which is basically a program that I direct, and I help people find housing. I get them connected to resources. We're based in Worcester County, but with most of the programs, we're kind of like on the shore. So we'll help you from, Worcester County on to Somerset, Wacomico. So that's one of the programs that we offer. We also offer the Homeless Veterans Program. That program is where we have our own houses, and we will be helping the veterans get basically reacquainted within the society and help navigate them with also mental health services as well. They will also receive therapy. They will also receive any type of transportation as well with them if they can't get to where they're going. So it's a lot of things that we'll do, and that actually is under the navigation services as well. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to build with her on the homeless veteran program. We also, I believe now, up to 3 therapists?
Yes.
We'll have 3 mental health therapists that will pretty much be on site. What we're trying to do for the homeless vets to have in the house, we have a 6-bedroom house that'll be dedicated to the homeless vets, and we want to have a mental health therapist, which we have out of 3. We have 1 that is volunteering to be on site, because when you're dealing with the homeless vets, we are aware that most of them have post-traumatic stress disorder and would need care 24 hours. So that's one of the things I wanted to interject in that before I tackle some of these other programs.
So another program that we have is a Transitional Program, which that basically is a housing program. Anyone who's struggling, who is homeless, house fires, or just basically been down on their luck. The program is for all counties. They can come from Somerset, Wacomico. Like I said, we're based in Worcester. So we will help them find jobs. They will have certain goals on different programs. They have like a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day program where you have to achieve your goals. And once you achieve your goals, you're able to be reevaluated to either continue on with the program, or you can actually successfully get out of the program, and we will not just leave you hanging there. We'll help you find permanent housing and permanent employment and any other resources that you will need to basically survive on your own and be sustainable in the community.
Yes. Now, with the transitional program, that's basically how Humble Providers first originated. My good brother Mark Ballard was actually the first client that we had in Maryland with Humble Providers before it changed to Humble Providers Care. And what Ms. Lakecia explained is basically Mr. Mark Ballard's story. And I remember when all of this was one of his goals, his dreams that I thought was a dream, but still backed him, and I see it come to fruition, which I'm very proud of you.
I appreciate that.
This transitional program, I've been to the ringer with it, learning from past mistakes, trial and error, but it is a very good program to have because it's not a shelter. It's more to get you where you're trying to get. It's your second, your third, your fourth chance in life where you might have evictions on your record. You might don't have, what do we need today? 3 times the amount of income for your rent. So a lot of people that come to us, they may even have a job, but the job that they have, they don't generate enough income to be able to pay 3 times, be able to earn 3 times the amount of whatever the rent costs, or have first month's rent security deposit. So what we do is we give them an opportunity to build the rental history through the transitional program. It's not transitional housing. We're not landlords. They're not tenants. It's a program. We run it, but what we look for is that when you're going to achieve these goals, that our clients actually put the work in. We will assist them all the way to the end. We have a pretty good success rate, which I'm very proud of that. And then we have some that falls to the wayside. I'm gonna move to this one that I really want to talk about, the Save the Youth program. The Save the Youth program is a program that I pretty much kind of hold dear to my heart. The name itself, Save the Youth, when I was, I believe, 13, and my mom, shout out to my mom, Martha Peters, how you doing?
Hey,
how you doing?
She had put me in a program that was called Save the Youth. And it was the only program that I ever been in from 13 all the way until now. Of course, people that seen it before know I did a total of 24 years in prison and had been in and out of boys' homes really from 13 to adult. But that was the only program that I ever went to that left an impact on me, to the point that I can hear songs today at 50 that were played during that time when I was doing bus rides or whatever, that makes me remember that program, which caused me to want to pick up where they left off. It was a nonprofit that got pretty much shut down, so when it got shut down, the kids got shut down. This program that we're trying to get up off the ground, I'm a gang activist member. I talk to a lot of gang youth, a lot of troubled youth, is we want to give them an outlet that is not so much just based on music of wanting to be a rapper, which you'll hear about that program, musical arts program, but whatever talents that they have, we want to teach them how to zero in on it, lock in on it, and then show them that whatever you envision, if you put the work in, you can move from step to step to make it happen. You want to say something about this, Say to You?
The program is also about bringing them together. So with the program that we have, everyone is one. So they will have to wear the company logo on their on the shirts, hoodies. So no one is wearing red, no one is wearing blue. When you come into this program, you're coming in as one. All the street stuff is left outside the doors. So we're coming in to bring all the youth together and try to let them know that it's other ways that you can voice your opinion, so to speak, in a non-violent way, and you can still keep everything outside the streets.
Mm-hmm. And one of the key things for me with this program is that each one of these kids will have 24-hour access to any one of us. A lot of programs start at 8 o'clock, end at 4. You clock in, you clock out. With this, a kid will have a mentor at any time you need them. Anytime there's a problem, I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, you will be able to have access to a mentor that'll be able to talk to you, come pick you up, get you out of the situation that you're in. You don't have to wait until 8 o'clock in the morning to talk to me or to get help or talk to Keisha. Thomas Supreme Parsons, shout out, we'll bring him up too. So you're not left alone. you're not out there trying to figure out what do I do until I can talk to somebody at 8 o'clock, because that's where we lose our children. We lose our children when the business hours is over. You know, during the daytime, there's many things open. You have a lot of stuff that may go on, but it's nighttime when it's after dark, when our youth don't have nowhere to go, when our youth don't have parents that are actually involved in their life, where they have to make split decisions. Where am I going to sleep tonight? What am I going to eat? Which may appear to be a crime to most if someone breaks into an abandoned building. With me, if I know this individual, and I'm straddling the fence right here because it is a crime, but if I know this individual actually broke into this building because it's raining, it's snowing outside, to sleep, because this was the split decision that they made, I understand where he's coming from. There was a time when I was like 14, it was snow on the ground. I actually slept in a car on Camden Avenue. Camden Avenue, off of Camden Avenue, and I did it for like 3 days. On the third day, they was waiting for me. And I went in the car and I woke up and I had lights in my face. Didn't steal nothing, didn't break nothing. And the only thing that I told the officer at that time is, look, I had nowhere to go. It was cold, it was snow on the ground. So that's one of the things that I keep in mind with this program, by basing it off of the experiences that I went through, to say, hey, if I had someone at that time that was in that struggle, or a mentor that I could call and say, look, this is what I need, I don't know, I'm thinking about getting ready to do this, who could say, hey, look, I'm coming to get you. You know, not to say that I didn't have a mom or family members, but as children, when we're coming up, sometimes, even with our parents, even with some that are actually involved, it becomes our struggle with them, especially when we're young. We don't understand at that time why mom is doing this, or why dad is doing this, or grandma, whoever's in your life. All we know is that as a child, we're looking at them as part of the problem. So we don't call home. We go to Johnny. We go to the dude on the corner that's flashy, who looks good, who's dressed nice, and we think he got the answers. I was one of them that went there. And he gave me some answers. They wasn't the right ones. They was the ones that led me to prison. They was the ones that led me on the corner. I ended up feeding myself the wrong way, selling drugs, and I went away for a while. So I want this program to be that when they do call, they are calling the right one. And the right one is not one who haven't walked what they're going through. You know, I straddle a fence with this as well. I don't knock book smarts, because we are most definitely pushing education in our programs. But as one that experienced certain things and did have some that came to me that hadn't experienced what I experienced, I didn't listen to them. I couldn't relate to them because I knew they couldn't relate to me. When I brought up certain things, they came at me with book smarts with it, what they actually figured, what they was taught in college or whatever. Not saying those answers couldn't be right, but they wasn't the right answers at that moment when you telling me one thing. So if it was somebody like Lakecia and even Mark that I looked at and said, he's been where I've been and he's done made it, I'm gonna be willing to listen to what it is he has to say to me. I'll be willing to take his advice. So we have formulated a team of people that has been through the struggle, different types of struggles that I have never been through at all, but he has or she has, that these children can relate to, that we'll be able to say, look, Keisha, you might need to talk to this one right here because I know nothing about that, but you do. Mm-hmm. Understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Very good program, bro. Definitely well needed. It's upgraded.
Yes.
Very much upgraded, and I appreciate you doing what you're doing. You as well, Keisha.
Thanks.
Y'all definitely, this is definitely well needed in the community.
Well, we have another program I want to touch on.
Okay.
This brings back Thomas Parsons. We also have an entrepreneurship program, which Mr. Thomas Parson will be running, which is to teach the youth and adults how to start their own businesses, how to start a business from the ground up, with starting from your thought. And Mr. Parsons will take it from ground zero to completion if youth or adults are really trying to learn entrepreneurship, become self-employed, to be a business. And I'm strongly pushing that. One, I'm trying to break, I'm gonna say, a generational plague. I ain't gonna call it a curse. I'm gonna say a plague. And I'm not gonna get racial with it, but me being black, I'm speaking on my people. We work for someone else and continue to work for someone else till we die. And a lot of us work for retirement, to live off the retirement, but have nothing to pass on to the generation coming up under you. Maybe a life insurance policy that is next to nothing. Most of us use to bury one. What I'm looking for with this is to teach our young men, our young women, and even us older ones how to start your own business, how to generate your own currency, and how to put yourself under an umbrella and incorporate with other small entities to make yours become a bigger entity, that you'll be able to pass this on to your children, your children's children, your children's children after that, and so forth. So it's bigger. Like Humble Providers Care is bigger than what Humble Providers was. Humble Providers for me at one time was about providing these services and helping the people in need. Humble Providers Care is still those same things. However, it done took a bigger leap for me. It's for my family. It's for my family's family. It's for strangers who wants to come up under this umbrella and achieve things that are very achievable, but you believe that they're not because you don't know. There was just little pieces of this puzzle that I had no clue about. That once I found out, I was like, wow, this is all I needed to be able to go where I'm trying to go. And these small pieces is what keep a lot of us in the dark, which keep a lot of us blind. It keeps us ignorant. So therefore we stay stuck working for someone else with the biggest minds, with the biggest dreams, the biggest visions that someone else capitalizes off of, because they know those small pieces that we don't know. You're the creator, but they govern what you create, and then they capitalize off of it. So what I want to teach through this entrepreneurship is all you creators. We are learning the pieces that can govern what you create, and we'll give you those pieces so you can govern yourself what you create. And I know I'm talking too much, so I'm going to pass it.
You're doing a great job, bro.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because I can keep going.
Keep going if you want to.
I just want to piggyback off of what he's saying as far as the entrepreneurship program. I've noticed that a lot of youth are wanting to start their own businesses. I have a daughter, for example, 19 and in college. She has her own shop and she does hair, style ballet. So I will be encouraging her to get some pointers on the program once we get it, full throttle and going. She's doing very well right now, but she has big dreams to extend her business. So that's one of the things I wanted to mention. We also have not mentioned our mission statement. So the mission for Humble Providers, I don't have it memorized, so don't charge it to my mind and not my heart. So our mission statement is basically to help transition and navigate the homeless, the troubled youth, and the ones who are re-entering society from prison, and giving them the proper equipment and tools that are necessary to obtain and achieve steady homes and employment. Humble Providers also has a purpose. Our main purpose right now and always will be to improve one's self-sufficiency with providing them with the necessary tools of the life of life to achieve success one step at a time. So we don't expect you to have it all together. We expect you to, just take the necessary steps and just do, one short-term goal, and then eventually just keep on building your goals and trying to achieve your ultimate goal. And hopefully you won't stop there.
Okay. I'm going to touch the musical arts program. All right. The musical arts program is now a little bit more bigger than just learning how to rap or to be a singer. Now what we're doing with the musical arts program, we want to teach you how to engineer your own music, mix and master your own music, teach you how to record, also get into, what's it called, photo?
It's videography.
Videography. Yeah. Where you'll learn how to shoot your own videos, edit your own videos, so no matter what part in this musical program that you are interested in, we want to touch all bases, so that if you're one person that wants to do it all, that's fine, but you have some people who can't rap, you have some people who can't sing, but they might like to make beats. So we now have found, we have I call him nephew, but
Jaquan Bailey. He is the director of engineering, and we have Emmanuel Pinckney, and he is the director of the actual music arts program, the engineering, and that portion of it as well.
Smart. I like that. So shout out to Emmanuel Pinckney, man. Shout out to Thomas Parsons, Praying. Quan, nephew, he was supposed to be here today, but he's working, so he couldn't get here, but you're still here with us. Did we cover all of the programs on here?
We definitely cover all the programs. We could be reached CEO could be reached at 302-567-7223. He also has the email ejones@humbleproviderscare.org. So if anyone wants to reach out, have any questions about the program, just contact him, and we will all connect. We will all connect and get you to the right person you need to speak to.
Okay. Now, I want to speak about a very good company that we partner with and that we also work for, Push. Push is a new company on the Eastern Shore, so a lot of people may not be familiar with it, but they're based in Baltimore. And what Push has brought to the Eastern Shore, mental health, substance abuse, and now going into the APY program, which is Alternative Placement Youth. Me and Miss Lakecia went to them about...
In May?
Okay, May, about 5 months ago. And we were going through a transition ourselves from another company. And we went there, and one thing that I liked about Push, when I went there, they were for the people. And they were very open-minded to whatever it was that me and Lakecia was bringing to the table. And I don't quite know how long they've been here. What we say, about 9-10 months?
I think about that.
And what they're bringing is a different format to what was already on the Eastern Shore. And it's been an honor in these last 4 or 5 months to be partnered with this company. And I want you to remember that name, Push.
Push Health and Wellness.
Push Health and Wellness, because it's going to be big here. There are people that have been through the struggle, that know what we need, and is trying to provide those services. And we most definitely, Humble Providers Care is most definitely backing them. We're working with them. I work for them as well as my own. So does Miss Lakecia. And we're trying to grow something here that is bigger. And when I say bigger, I'm not just talking money-wise or company-wise, but I am kind of talking company. I'm more so talking where the doors are being opened for each one, teach one, where there's a hand that's being lend it out to you to pull you in. We do PRP work. It's more hands-on, and it's coming from people that know what they're doing, that's been where you've been, that you can be coming for one thing, but walk away learning something else. And it's like I said, keep Push Health and Wellness in mind, because you will hear that name. Every time you see me, you're going to also be seeing Humble Providers Care, as well as Push Health and Wellness, as well as Miss Lakecia. What's the actual, you don't know the actual address?
1325 Mount Herman Road. I'm not exactly sure on the numbers, don't quote me on that, but it's located in the shopping, like the little development just past Dove Point. If you go to your left, it used to be the Aflac.
In the Yardage Clinic.
Yes, Aflac over there is lawyer's office. It's a little compartment with different, but they're not hard to find. You can go there for, like he said, the SUD, PRP services, and we also have mental health as well as far as therapy.
Actually, I have it right here. Push Health and Wellness. The address is 1321 Mount Herman Road, Unit C1, Salisbury, Maryland. You can contact Push Health and Wellness at 443-736-8691. Alternative Placement Youth Program, Substance Use Disorder Services, Mental Health, Psychiatric Rehabilitation Program. These are the services that Push Health and Wellness provides now. And with these services, it's not just for, Push Health and Wellness is also providing employment for the community as well. So come holler at us and see how Push Health and Wellness can help you, as well as Humble Providers Care, man.
Man, it's a blessing. That's all I can say. I'm proud of you both. You carrying on the Humble Providers Care name.
Yes.
From the year, what year? 2018?
2018 is
from
when it
2018 to 2023. Oh my God, boy, y'all really accelerating and really moving forward. And I am proud of y'all. Y'all doing it up, and I salute you guys. Mad shout outs to everybody who's tuning in and watching this very informative episode. We have Humble Providers Care, Mr. Eric Jones and Miss Keisha Williams. Get in contact with these people. If you want to get on your feet, if you need some extra help, please call these numbers and tap in. You know what I mean? Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I got a shout out. I got to give a shout out to Jasmine Salter, my daughter. Hey, Jasmine. Who was supposed to be here, even though she had school, but she decided she didn't want to come today, but y'all will be seeing her. Also, I already gave a shout out to my mother, but I also want to give a special shout out to my Aunt Eileen. I love you. I know you probably ain't liking where you at right now, but I will be coming to see you soon. I want to give a shout out to the oldest person in my family, who's now 102. How you doing, Aunt Sue? And Grandma, you know I ain't forget you. I love you. Keisha?
I'm good.
She's good.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We have Humble Providers Care in the building.
Oh, I got one more.
Okay, one more. Go ahead.
I got one more, man. I got one more. To a very strong black man that I'm very honored to call my uncle. I gotta give you this one. Who has taken on the last two people that I just mentioned, my grandmother and my Aunt Sue, who's taking them on in the eldest. I believe grandmom is 96 or 97, and as I said, my great aunt is 102. I'm proud of you, Unc. You was the only man that I looked up to as a role model, even though you told me at 16 I could put these on you, but you ran from me. I love you, and I'm proud of you, Uncle Timmy, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and I'm hoping that take that torch and pass it on. Well, when you pass it on, take that torch. I'm good now.
Well, there you have it again, ladies and gentlemen. We have Humble Providers Care. Mad shout outs to everybody who's tuning in. Mad shout outs to Rap Fiend Radio. and everybody who's tuning in. Peace and blessings, everybody. We out.